Hey, kia ora. Helen Brahms coming to you live from Surprise in Arizona. Hope you're having a super fantastic sparkling day. Welcome to Before the Dirt Nap podcast number 1400 and just checking to make sure I got the right date. 6. Yes. Winning Wednesday. So, what are your wins for today? What have you been celebrating? What wins have you had in the last 7 days? I like winning Wednesdays. You never know what's going to happen. You never do. Our big win is that yesterday we got, where's my cheat sheet? Hang on a moment. 12. We emptied 12 boxes yesterday. Yes, I'm keeping my running tally here. We emptied 12 boxes. It's because I was desperately trying to find a power cord for the TV, and I finally found one. I only had to empty 12 boxes to find it, but all 12 of those boxes are unpacked, and the boxes are broken down. The stuff inside has either been put away, it's in the trash pile, it's in the donate pile, it's in the shred pile. I think that's what I've got. Hang on. I've got 4 boxes that they go into. So when I open a box, there's 5 decisions to make. Am I keeping it? Yes. Where is it going? And put it away. If I'm not keeping it, am I recycling it? I put it in the recycle bin. Is it straight trash? Am I donating it? What was the other one? Shredding. That was the other one, shredding it. So those are my options every time. But yeah, we finally found a power cord, got it all plugged in. It was like somewhere close to 9 o'clock last night before I actually sat down and started watching The Longest Day. And that's the movie I watch every June 6th because it's all about, it's a movie that they did about landing at Normandy. So The Longest Day, the invasion in D-Day, the invasion in Normandy. And I don't, and there's just certain scenes that I really like, and I totally forget where in the movie they come. And it was getting like close to like around 11:30 last night, and I was struggling to stay awake. I'm like, oh my gosh, how much longer have I got for this? And they had just started doing the beach landings. So, the first like 2.5 hours of the movie is all about, you got the planning, the implementation, and of course, implementation is all of the air support stuff that's done in the middle of the night with the, they had Rupert, and Rupert was their little dummy doll things that as soon as they hit the ground, they started going and firing things off, keeping everybody else down low and all of that. And then the parachutists came in. There was the gliders that came in. So there was all of this night activity that came in. And it wasn't until like around 2.5 hours and somewhere between 2 and 2.5 hours into the movie, you finally get the beach landings. And that's when Sean Connery comes into it. And he was, this was this was shot back in the 60s. So this was, I'm trying to remember, it was either just before or just after the first James Bond movie came out. Steffi, she made a sweet girl. Hi. She's all excited. She knows she's about to go for a WALK. I tell you, she just cracks me up. I told her, I says, come on, it's time to go and get the show on the road. Yeah, 1962. And that was the year that the first James Bond movie came out with Dr. No. So so you had those 2 movies coming out around the same time. So it tells you how young Sean Connery was. And he just plays this cocky Scotsman. So, but yeah, so they've done the beach landings. They've got most of the beach landings down. And in some areas, they're like scaling the cliff faces, depending which beach they're on. One lot's just ended up on the wrong beach. Whereas their equipment, well, they're going to follow us. So we're now into the land invasion portion of D-Day. So I still have like 41 minutes left of this movie. I think it's 41 minutes. It's a long movie. It's a great movie, though. How long is this movie? It's 2 hours and 58 minutes. And I've got 41 minutes left of this movie. So it's just under 3 hours, and I've got 41 minutes left of it. But it is a fantastic movie. And this was made in 1962. So they had no computers, no CGI, no, everything is as you see it. And there's a lot of people involved in the production of this. But then you think about, okay, this is just a slither of what was involved in the real thing happening. And it's still, it that still blows my mind. And but yeah, so around 9, I think it was 11:40 last night by the time I finally got to bed, and I slept like a log. I did. I slept like a log last night, and so today's been a very quiet-ish type of day. What have we done today, Zeph? We've opened boxes today, but we haven't emptied any. Yes, we've opened boxes. I don't even know what we were looking for today, but we opened. Oh, we're looking for the grandma cookbook. That's how, you have the granddaddy of them all. We're looking for the grandma of them all, of the cookbooks. And I think I know which box it might be in, but we've got to get rid of the 4 boxes above it. So we're going to be doing, so after this, we're going to go for a walk, figure out what we're going to do for dinner. People keep asking me about my edibles bouquet. How's that going? It is going really, really well. Every time I feel like a snack, I just go and open up the fridge and pull out one of those stalk things. And I tell you, that thing's going to be gone tonight. That should be finished tonight. Especially the strawberries will be done tonight. And the melon and pineapple will probably be finished off tomorrow morning for breakfast. That's what I got to do today because I found my toaster and I had some bread left over, some sourdough bread. So I got to toast some sourdough bread and have goat cheese and tomatoes, sliced tomatoes on top. It was so good. Real toasted bread. That's just the little things. When you've been living in an RV for 4 years and you're now living back in a house again, and you're finding all the stuff that you didn't have in the RV, because in the RV you've got small space. So if anything that you put in the RV, is it going to have a multiple purpose, like a cooking appliance? I got myself an air fryer in the RV, and it baked and roasted and dehydrated, air fried. It had multiple purposes. An Instapot, again, multiple purposes. I could use it as a crock pot. I could use it to cook rice in, or in my case, quinoa, because I love making up a batch of quinoa and then doing different things with it and having it in the fridge, just having a bowl of quinoa in the fridge, and then just going and taking out scoops of what I needed, putting it into a bowl, and then adding things like one of my favorite ones is some lime juice with some very finely diced cucumber. You peel the cucumber, you take the seeds out, and this is a regular cucumber, not the skinny English cucumbers. Take the seeds out, and then you finally chop it up and put that into the mix there. Some quarter up some cherry tomatoes. Yes, I know cherry tomatoes are only like about yay big. Quarter them up, put them in there, and then different herbs that you can just chop up and put in there as well, and mix it all up. And it's a very nice, refreshing type of salad. Other ones I have done is put a bit of milk with it, or milk, almond milk, soy milk, whatever milk product I had at the time. And sprinkled it with some cinnamon and had it as a breakfast cereal. What other ones have I done with it? It's just so versatile. Quinoa is very versatile, like rice. You just keep a batch of it in the fridge and just scoop it out. And if you've got those, I got myself those meal prep trays where you can have like about 10 days worth of food, and you can make up, and they've got the compartments. So I can go and get my, and now that I'm in the house, I have the space to do this, and I have the freezer space for it. So now I can go and get like a pork loin and put that into the slow cooker. And because I found my crock pot, I thought I got rid of my crock pot, and I opened up this box and I'm like, oh, there's my crock pot. Oh, yay. One of my favorite things to do in the crock pot is to get a boneless pork loin. And I'm about this long, because that's as big as my crock pot is. The recipe I got taught was put that in the bottom, and then throw in a bottle of barbecue sauce, any flavor. It doesn't have to be an expensive brand or anything else. Doesn't have to be really good. You're cooking in it. Then when you're finished, and you put it on there for slow for like 7 to 8 hours, until you put the fork in, and it just literally like falls apart. And then you shred it, and then you get the good barbecue sauce and toss it with the good barbecue sauce. So you can do things like that, and then I can go and I've done things like that for me in the past. I mean, Brad and I love those things. Those pork loins would last us 2 days. You'd be like, I'm hungry. I go, well, there's food in the fridge, and he'd come back with a bowl of pork loin, of the shredded pork in there, and some hot sauce on it, and he'd just sit there and eat that. Yeah, I also like to get like fresh bread, freshly baked bread, and make a shredded pork sandwich, and use different ways to do that. So I get these divided trays, and I put food into them, and then I can either put them in the refrigerator or put them in the freezer. And then when I'm ready, I just take them out and eat them. So I'm getting ready to do food prep again. And I love doing food prep, and I haven't done it for ages. And I actually found my cookbooks is on doing a big cooking day, how to plan it out and plan the meals for how many people you're planning them for and things like that, and freezing the portions. I did find my food saver, which is those vacuum seal things. So I'm excited. I kept going, oh yeah, I've got to go do grocery shopping. And I'm like, no, you can't do grocery shopping yet. You're out of here tomorrow. So tomorrow I head over to Scottsdale, which is where I'm going is about an hour's drive from here. And I'm going to be staying over there for about 3 nights, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and then I come home. I'm dropping Zeffie off on the way over there because she is like, they say, here's the route here, go off here, do this, drop her off, come out here, and then go this way. And I'm like, it's completely on. It's like halfway. It's the halfway point. So drop her off. And then I'll go do this workshop I'm going to this weekend. We're having a get together tomorrow night, and then the workshop's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and half a Sunday. And then on my way home on Sunday, I will stop and pick her up. But what I will do before I pick her up is I'm planning to go to the RV, loading up another carload of stuff, then going and doing a grocery shop. And I'll have my big cooler with me all plugged in and everything else. In fact, I may stop at the RV tomorrow and plug the. Actually, I might take it with me. You might stop at the RV on the way to the sitters' places to pick up a couple of pieces, because I suddenly realized I don't have dress pants with me for business stuff. So we'll stop there and pick some clothes. But I'm going to be doing some stuff around the RV and that, and then go pick her up, because she's where the RV is parked and where the sitters is like a 10-minute drive apart. So I can then go to the RV, do some stuff there. Then when it's time to go, and then go pick her up, and figure it all out. So I do groceries on the way to go pick her up, and then pick her up, and then come back all the way over here. And then we'll have the groceries done. So I'm going to be starting to do meal planning again, which I haven't done for a very long time. I mean, even in the RV, you can do meal planning, but I was just sort of like, I really couldn't be bothered. Because on hot days when it's, like 100 degrees, 120 degrees outside, and inside you're in upper 80s, lower 90s, depending on where you are and what the temperature is outside, you really do not feel like cooking anything. My air fryer didn't want to turn that on, and the air fryer didn't put out a lot of heat. It was the thought of eating something hot. It's like, yeah, no, that's where the quinoa comes in really handy. Don't want to eat something hot, just put some quinoa together and throw stuff in it and mix it all up, and you're good to go. I've thrown packs of tuna into a bowl of quinoa and mix that up with some lemon juice and lime juice, and what else did I put in there? A splash of Worcester. Why does somebody come with a company name that nobody can pronounce yet everybody knows what it is? Worcestershire sauce, whatever that stuff's called. And you just mix it together and eat it. And the lemon and the lime gives it a little zing and zang and lifts it and makes it something light. And you can chop up some vegetables, some salad vegetables, and throw them in there. I've done that too. Yeah, I love quinoa. I think we're cooking quinoa tonight, Zeph. Oh, there you are. But yeah, so today's been a winning day. We've got some stuff done. I've got some maintenance stuff taken care of. They closed off the call that had my where I put that. I've got a toilet that runs. They closed it off, and I'm like, but you guys haven't even. So I reopened it, and within like 5 minutes of me submitting it, I had the plumber on the phone booking time. Okay, it didn't get through. It didn't get through the first time. Now we're booked in for them to come in on Tuesday and look at that. So yeah, and I'm sitting here looking at what we're going to be releasing next weekend. So for those of you who are on the Before the Dirt Nap newsletters at beforedirtnapnewsletters.com, or have gone to beforedirtnapadventures.com and signed up there, for those that have signed up in one of those two places, you will be receiving an email at 6 p.m. Pacific time on June 14th, which is a week from today. You then have 72 hours to decide if you want to come on this adventure. And I'm sitting here and I've got the paperwork right. I so want to tell you guys about it. It's going to be so much fun. I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be so much fun. And so it's yeah, I am so tempted to show it to you, but I'm not, can't do that. So for those of you that are on the lists, you will get notified next when you get an email. What's that? Is it? Oh, you're looking out the window. I was trying to figure out what the noise was. You will get an email around 6 p.m. Pacific time on Wednesday, the 14th of June, that will tell you what this exciting adventure is. And you have until 6 p.m. on the 17th of June to say yay or no. You get first option. And then on the 17th of June, I have the person from the company we're going to be working on this particular one with. She will be coming on and we will be talking about the adventure and what it's going to entail, what's included, what's not included, where it's going to be, everything. You'll learn about it then. And that's when it's open to the public. And when it opens to the public, and when we start that broadcast, it is now open to the public to book. So those of you who are on the newsletter list or on the Before the Dirt Nap Adventure list, on either one of those two, as you'll have to be watching your mailbox or your inbox at 6 p.m. Pacific time on the 14th. And it is requested, very sternly requested, that it is only for you to be able to book, not, let's make this, you could make it a family trip, but we're only opening it up to 20 people. That's it. 20 people. So 10 rooms. That's what we're opening it up to. If we get more, we might think about it. But at this point, all we're opening it up to is 20 people. So the first 20 people that say yes, they're in. Depending on how many other cruises, we may do another one. But I will tell you, this one will take place in December of 2024. So we're giving you over it, but we have to book it this early because of how popular this particular thing is. So we'll be, this will be the beginning of December of 2024. So it's 18 months. So we're doing it 18 months in advance. And we have to, because if we try and do it 6 months in advance next year, we won't get the space. It is that popular. We were going to do like March of next year, so just under a year away, already selling out. So, yeah. So for December, it's for December 2024. It's the first or second week of December. So if you want to go, that is when it is. You're given a loose time frame. Beginning of December of 2024. It'll either be the first or the second week of 2024. It's going to be at the deposits are low, but it's going to be so much fun. And you can do, we'll give you all the details next week. I've been working on it because I've been working on a couple of ideas for us to make it a very unique trip. It's going to be unique because I doubt that anybody that it's going to go out to has ever done this before. There may be one or two that might have done it before, but I very much doubt it. So if you want to find out what it is, hang on, I'm going to give you the exact websites. If you want to be the first to know about Once in a Lifetime Adventures, you go to beforedirtnapadventures.com. Before, B, the number 4, dirtnapadventures.com. I don't know if this, I'm going to try posting a comment. I've never done it before. I don't know where it posts. Oh, look at that. So go to that. I just posted the link there. It's not on my personal Facebook page, but it is on the Cruise Planners Have to Cruise.com page, which is my travel business page. And it's not just cruises. We do land as well. And it's also on the YouTube channel in the comments there. So if you want to be the first to know about Once in a Lifetime Adventures, go to beforedirtnapadventures.com. And actually we're going to do this live. Yeah, why not create a banner? Just so that you can scroll across the bottom there. Do that. Show it. Oh, look at that. So there you go. You got the web. This is in action doing it now. If you want to know what this trip is going to be next Wednesday when we release it to our exclusive group, you got to go to this link. Okay, it is beforedonapadventures.com and register there. And those that register there will get notification at 6 p.m. Pacific time on the 14th of June about this trip. You'll get given the link to go to book it, and all of that stuff. There'll be all sorts of. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. And then on the 17th, which is the Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific, we're going to have the person from the company in which we are partnering with for this one, coming on, and they're going to be doing a presentation on this particular trip that we will be doing, on this particular adventure. So if you want to know, go to that link, sign up, and you'll be in the know. By this time next week, you will know what all the fuss is about and everything else. And then on Saturday, when we open it to the public, if there's any rooms available, we're only limiting it to 20 people. 20 people, that's it. So if you want to be one of the 20, go to this link, register, and by this time next week, you will know you'll have all the details. You'll be able to go to the website, register, and everything else. So that's it from me for today. I'm out of here. I got a puppy that wants a WALK. I don't know if you can you see a bit? Oh no, you can't. You can see a butt. You see her butt in the picture down there. There's her butt. Siffy, you want to go for a walk? Yeah. She was so funny. I said, come on, we're going to go do the show now. And so she jumps off the bed and she starts trotting down the hallway ahead of me. And then she keeps stopping and looking. Are you following me? Yes, you're following me. And then we get out here and we have a hallway that goes this way that comes into this room, and then it goes straight into the kitchen. She's standing in the one to go straight ahead into the kitchen. I turn and she's like, and so she follows me into this room that way. She has not found the Zoom loop. The Zoom loop is in through double doors, out through that door, around to the left, into the kitchen, back into the living room, and just doing that loop. She hasn't, she's walked it. She's never Zoomed it. So we're a week into the house and she still hasn't Zoomed it yet. Actually, it'll be a week tomorrow since she came into the house after we officially moved. So is it a week tonight that I'm trying to think. I was here Wednesday night last week. So it's been a week since we've been in the house, but she didn't arrive till Thursday. But she had been to the house before, but it was the first time she'd been to the house after all the boxes and everything had arrived. And she still hasn't found the Zoom loop. She's walked it, but she's never Zoomed it. We got back from our walk today and she was zooming up and down from the front door here to the back door there, which is straight opposite. And she's just zooming up and down. And she's going across tile and mats and just zooming. And then she starts zooming into the kitchen past her water bowl and not zooming around the island and the boxes there that create a bigger island. But she just started zooming and going nuts for like 5 minutes. She was just doing the zooming stuff. So today, to make things more interesting, if I have to go anywhere, I've been trotting. Yeah, is that slower than jogging? Yeah. I've been doing a faster walk where both feet are actually off the ground, which is considered a run of some sort. Because if you're walking and you're doing like race walking and stuff like that, which I can do, it's been a lot of years since I've done that. If you're doing race walking, you have to have 1 foot on the ground at all times. Otherwise, it's considered a run. So we've been doing slightly faster than a race walk, but slower than a jog. Whatever that is. Anyway, I'm out of here. Puppy dog wants to go for a WALK, so we are going for a WALK. You want to go meet your new friends? See new friends? She's got her nose on the carpet and the rest of it's on the tile. Go out and have a super fantastic, sparkling evening. And I'm not sure what time I'm going to be on tomorrow night because the thing that I'm going to tomorrow night starts at 4 o'clock. And I know where we're going to be. I know what the resort is we're going to be in. Where in the resort we're going to be, I don't know. Will I have internet connection there? Who knows? So it could be a late one that I do when I get back to my hotel, but I will have internet connection with me wherever I go because I'm taking my T-Mobile home internet thingy-me-bob with me. But anyway, I'm out of here. Go out, have a super fantastic, sparkling evening, and we'll catch you guys back here sometime tomorrow evening. I honestly don't know. We could be at this networking thing for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. I don't know. But as soon as I get back to my room, all I know is that I have to be back at my room before 12 midnight Pacific time and get the live done for it to count. So I will definitely be keeping an eye on that. But anyway, go out, have a super fantastic, sparkly evening, and we'll catch you guys back here tomorrow evening. Hey, konera. Right, you ready for your walk?